A glowing glass cockpit looks impressive. Big screens, moving maps, synthetic vision, it feels like the future. But here's the uncomfortable truth many pilots quietly admit. When things go wrong, a simple prop and round gauges often prove more reliable than all that glass. For decades, general aviation was built on mechanical honesty. Airspeed came from a pitot tube and a needle. Altitude was a set of gears and diaphragms. Engine health was right there in front of you. Oil pressure, temperature, RPM, no menus, no boot up time, no software updates. You turned the key, the engine started, and the airplane told you exactly how it felt. Glass cockpits changed everything. They brought incredible situational awareness, safer navigation, terrain warnings, traffic alerts, and autopilots that can fly entire approaches. There's no denying the benefits. Accident data shows improved awareness in many scenarios. But reliability is not just about features. It's about failure modes. When a round gauge fails, it usually fails alone. One instrument goes dark or sticks, and the rest keep working. When a glass cockpit fails, it often fails in clusters. A single electrical issue, a software glitch, a failed display unit, and suddenly half the panel is gone. Not theory. Real-world incident reports are full of partial or total screen failures caused by alternator problems, loose connectors, overheating avionics bays, or corrupted updates. Older pilots remember something else too: cognitive load. Glass cockpits demand system management: pages, modes, alerts, reversionary displays, backup logic. In calm weather, it's fine. Under stress, turbulence, weather, engine anomalies, that complexity can become a distraction. Round gauges don't ask questions, they just show numbers. There's also the issue of longevity. Mechanical instruments from the 1960s are still flying today. Many glass systems from the early 2000s are already obsolete. Manufacturers discontinue support. Screens fail and replacements become expensive or unavailable. Software updates stop. Suddenly, a perfectly airworthy airplane is grounded over avionics economics, not safety. And then there's electrical dependency. Traditional panels can limp along with minimal power. Vacuum systems, magnetos, simple alternators, redundancy built into physics, not code. A full glass cockpit is deeply dependent on electrons. Lose electrical power long enough, and you're back to raw flying skills, assuming you still have backup instruments and know how to use them. This doesn't mean glass cockpits are bad. They are powerful tools, but tools only work when pilots fully understand them. Many accidents attributed to pilot error were actually automation misunderstanding, mode confusion, over-reliance on autopilot, or misinterpreted data. A round gauge never hides information behind a page. There's also an emotional factor pilots don't like to admit. Flying with round gauges feels connected. You feel the airplane instead of managing a system. You scan, interpret, and fly, not supervised software. For many senior pilots, that connection builds confidence, not fear. Interestingly, even modern aircraft designers acknowledge this. That's why true redundancy still includes standby analog instruments. That's why many pilots choose hybrid panels: glass for navigation, steam gauges for core flight data. Not nostalgia. Risk management. The future isn't about rejecting technology, it's about respecting simplicity. The most reliable systems in aviation history are the ones that fail gracefully. A propeller doesn't reboot, a needle doesn't freeze because of a firmware bug. And when the cockpit goes quiet, those old round gauges are still there, doing exactly what they've always done: telling the truth. Sometimes going forward means remembering why the past worked so well.